Jason's going to try and fit him in and give him a lift, but I need to carry on, so see you! This morning we did an interview with BBC South West.
Nala, Justin in the studio in Plymouth. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Brilliant. We'll try and include some of that in the piece because we want to use some of that footage because it's so dramatic. So I'll try and prompt you in the interview in a moment to talk a bit about being on those long straight roads.
Now, some of you may remember that early last month on Spotlight we featured a woman from Dorset who was planning to cycle across America, not to raise money, but to raise acts of kindness.
As Nala Summers set up Sunshine People in memory of her partner who passed away unexpectedly from a heart attack at the age of 44.
Take us through some of the highs and lows there. What have been the highs for you so far?
The highs, probably my first 100 miles, when I was able to do 100 miles in a day. I'm a non-cyclist, so I kind of bought my bike about 6 weeks before I took on the challenge. Thanks so much for your time.
Good luck. Thank you very much for coming on. Take care.
Thanks. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well done. It's so well. Hey guys, so welcome to anyone new tuning in from our BBC South West interview. Welcome, and I hope you'll stay with us and come and watch this vlogs and the last part of the journey, and of course sponsor some kindness. The singing river. I will sing across the river, but I won't subject you to it. It'll be too much, and we want more viewers, not less. We're in a real hurry today because we started late with the BBC South West interview, very chuffed about, and they were so nice as well to me. It was really nice, so that was reassuring. So we have to catch a ferry, and it means that we are going to be really short of time to catch it, which means not many breaks for me today. It means I need to try and do the next 4 hours pretty solidly. We're going to see how it goes. But the 5 o'clock ferry is the last ferry that we can catch. If I don't stop and I do my normal average, I'll get there for 4:30. So nothing like cutting it fine. This hard shoulder surface is definitely not supporting my time restraints and making it a little more challenging. I'm hoping it's going to change soon, because if it's like this all the way, definitely won't be making that ferry.
Just seen a cyclist on the road. He's got a sign on the back saying like going to Florida or something. He's got loads of gear. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to fit it all in the van, but it's my act of kindness for the day. I'm going to see if we can get his bike in, see if he wants a lift, and see if we're going the same way as him.
Apart from the wonderful vlogs, this is another reason. Very happy that we have the van and we have Jason on the Sunshine People mission. there's a guy here trying to get to Florida, and he was stood hitchhiking for a while. Probably can't see him all that well on the GoPro, but I think it'd be a bit personal. I'm hoping he sees Jason. We're going to try and put him in the van. Aww. Jason's going to try and fit him in and give him a lift, but I need to carry on, so see you! Oh, looked a bit quiet, and I hope he's okay on his journey. To the toll ferry! Although it's still quite a way away, so we're tick-tocking and hoping that I make it. So I can't really stop, although I really want to. Just got to keep going today till I get that ferry. Okay, in a bit. I've just checked. Got 19 miles. 19 miles to go. And I've only got 2 hours. Now, most people would think, oh, you can do that. However, I'm now on a headwind for about 10 of those miles. Going super slow.
Okay, so it's about 2 hours since I last checked in. I helped Patrick put his bike in the back of the van. He's absolutely got so much stuff on the back of his bike. And he's headed to Florida. He's come from West USA as well. He's deaf. I know a tiny bit of sign from a job I had previously where one of the clients was deaf, so I learned some sign for that. So I introduced myself and said hello, asked if he was okay, if there's anything he needs, water, food. Basically 2 days ago in Mississippi he had his wallet stolen, and everything he had was on him at the time, and he accidentally left it on the table, went to the toilet, came back and it was gone. Really unfortunate circumstances. I don't speak fluent sign, so it's been a bit of a interesting one trying to communicate. So we've got all these notes where we've been writing to each other, paper and paper on napkins and anything.
Jason just called me, told me that there was a diversion, and that the drawbridge wasn't working, but it just opened as I started to cycle up, so I'm just popping over now. Thank goodness, because I was getting worried, because if I'd had to take the diversion I definitely wouldn't have made the ferry. Tick tock, tick tock! It's 3:30 and I've got 14 miles to go. I've got 14 miles because I've kind of put in a general area, and there's 3 miles more to get to the ferry. So it's cutting it fine, as Jason just said. And Patrick asked if it was best to come back and pick me up. So I'm pushing on to try and get there for the 5 o'clock.
As well as trying to communicate with Patrick and find out what he needs and would like, and we went and got some food. But also at the same time we were trying to catch a ferry and trying to work out times for that, and I don't know if Nahala's done any stuff on the GoPro, but it's been pretty stressful trying to find out if she's going to get here in time.
All the times I could do without a headwind, this would definitely be it. I am pedaling my hardest. It will be just by the skin of my teeth if I get on. Tick tock. So it's going to be super tight. So hoping Jason's going to sort out the tickets and I can just roll straight on. Fingers crossed. Can't get across the wind. Jason's in the queue already with Patrick, so I'm hoping that I get there in time.
Eventually.
I made it to the ferry! Like 10 minutes to spare. So Jason and Patrick coming over in the van. I'm gonna go over on my bike. See you later!
Just dropping off Patrick in this Walmart, which is where me and Nahala will be spending the night. He doesn't really want to be on film, so yeah, we won't be putting much of him and his face on film, but he's just going to continue on his journey to Florida. He's almost at Pensacola, and that's where we're leaving him now. He's probably a day's ride from there or something, and that's where he's headed, so if you see him, say hi. Other than that, it's been quite eye-opening. Haven't spent too much time in my life with anybody that's deaf, so you know, things that are hard, things that are easy, things that are necessary without speech and listening to each other, and how much you can communicate just through facial expressions. It's quite interesting. Yeah, so sorry I haven't got particularly a lot of footage of Nahala cycling. I got a couple of bits after the ferry, but not masses. Yeah, I've just been keeping Patrick company and just giving him a lift here really. So back to Nahala.
It's a little treat. I seem to have found myself a cycle path that runs for 6 miles to the Walmart. That is lovely, jubbly. Hey! Made it to the end of the day and it's dark again. However, and it was a bit stressful trying to reach the ferry, but after that it was just this like amazing afternoon going along the beach, really restful, probably like my most relaxing part of a ride really. But I am very, very glad to finish today and done about 70 plus miles.